Kia ora, morena, talofa lava, ni hao, konnichiwa, aloha, salam, and bonjour. This is Matua Brian, and I'm reading these stories for Te Pāpapa School, Year 1. Fire Claire is my daughter, and the first one I've chosen to read to you is a book called 5 Minutes Peace. And this might be particularly resonant with your mum and possibly dad, how they're feeling at the moment when you're all sharing the same space. I also want to say that this story is going out to my 5-year-old grandson, Luke, who is at Pakaranga Heights Primary School. So he's the same age as Fire Claire's class as well. So, here we go. This is the story, 5 Minutes Peace. Oh, could you come round here? I just want to show you something else. Now this book actually belonged to Fire Claire, and there's her writing, and I guess that she was probably 5 years old or maybe younger when she wrote that. So you can see her name, Claire Hannam, which is correct. So it takes a little while to learn to write properly, and I'm sure that you guys are all going to get there in the end anyway. So here's the book, 5 Minutes Peace. I hope you like it. It's by Jill Murphy. There's a picture of Mum and her 3 children. I wonder what she's up to. Let's see what happens. 5 Minutes Peace. The children were having breakfast. This was not a pleasant sight. Well, look at those children over there. What a mess they are making. Oh dear, oh dear. Mrs. Large took a tray from the cupboard. She set it up with a teapot, a milk jug, her favourite cup and saucer, a plate of marmalade toast and a leftover cake from yesterday. She stuffed the morning paper in a pocket and sneaked off towards the door. "Where are you going to with that tray, Mum?" asked Laura. "To the bathroom," said Mrs. Large. "Why?" asked the other 2 children. "Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot," said Mrs. Large. "That's why." And look, there she goes with her tray, and there's the 3 children. "Can we come?" asked Lester as they trailed up the stairs behind her. "No," said Mrs. Large, "you can't." "Oh, what shall we do then?" asked Laura. "You can play," said Mrs. Large, "downstairs by yourselves, and keep it..." Pardon me, there's a bit of dust coming off this book. I haven't read it for a long time. "And keep an eye on the baby." "I'm not a baby," murmured the little one. Mrs. Large ran a deep, hot bath. She emptied half a bottle of bath foam into the water, plonked on her bath hat, and got in. She poured herself a cup of tea and lay back with her eyes closed. Oh, it was heaven. And there she is. Oh, gosh. "Can I play you my tune?" asked Lester. Mrs. Large opened one eye. "Must you?" she asked. "Oh, I've been practicing," said Lester. "You told me to. Can I, please, just for 1 minute?" "Oh, go on then," sighed Mrs. Large. So Lester played. He played "Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, little star" 3.5 times. There he is, tootling away. I wonder if you can say that after me. I'll count 3, and you can either say or sing the line. 1, 2, 3. "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." And again. "Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle." That's 3.5 times. Well, I wonder if that would get on anyone's nerves. So in came Laura. Can I read you a page from my reading book? She asked. No, Laura, said Mrs. Large. Go on, all of you, off downstairs. Well, you let Lester play his tune, said Laura. I heard you like him better than me. It's not fair. Oh, don't be silly, Laura, said Mrs. Large. Go on then, just one page. So Laura read. She read 4.5 pages of Little Red Riding Hood. Oh boy. In came the little one with a trunk full of toys. For you, he beamed, flinging them all into the bathwater. Oh, no! Oh, thank you, Dad, said Mrs. Large weakly. I bet you kids some of you have got floating toys, and I bet they often end up in the bath. Look at that, poor Mrs. Large. Oh, dear. Can I see the cartoons in the paper? Asked Laura. Can I have the cake? Asked Lester. Can I get in with you? Asked the little one. Mrs. Large groaned. In the end, they all got in. The little one was in such a hurry, he forgot to take off his pyjamas. Oh, goodness me. Mrs. Large got out. She dried herself, put on a dressing gown, and headed for the door. Where are you going to now, Mum? Asked Laura. To the kitchen, said Mrs. Large. Why? Asked Lester. Because I want 5 minutes' peace from you lot, said Mrs. Large. That's why. So there she is, put on a dressing gown, and off she goes. And off she went downstairs, where she had 3 minutes and 45 seconds of peace before they all came to join her. That's quite a nice little story, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to have more stories, please let Fire Claire know. So, good morning to you all. Out